Hello! It's a show vlog! How exciting! So today's show is a proper one because it is Cal and I's first Grand Prix of the year. It's just a small one, a 135 Grand Prix, but I'm very excited. It's time to properly brush off these cobwebs and see how we're going. I had a lesson yesterday and he went well. What I'm really working on him is getting a better quality canter. He's quite good at like lengthening and shortening, but he does it in a way that's quite hollow, and I want him to just be round over his back and pushing a bit better from behind. And there's definitely glimpses where he does it and then, you know, reverts back to his old ways. It's definitely a product of like when I broke him in and trained him and everything. Like that was what, like 8 years ago. I was a very different rider. I'd like to think I do a better job now. Like there's a lot of bad habits that we have, and he's such a good horse that he's totally kind of smoothed over any issues for me. But yeah, I've been really knuckling down this past kind of year, trying to just get things sharper, get them better, get the quality of the work better. So that's what we're working on. But I feel like when you go to a show, things like that go out the window, don't they? You know, it's not consistent at home, so it's definitely not going to be there at a show realistically. But I will keep trying to work on it and getting the kind of power in the canter and not letting him just go flat. But that's the plan. And if we want to jump some big tracks this year, it needs to be perfect. So as you can see, it is an absolutely glorious day. It's been so nice this past week, and it's going to continue and be like 18-19 degrees for the next week, which is just so needed. It's been so wet and grim here and windy and raining and just not nice. So it's been so nice. So this morning I actually clipped Cal. I thought we were competing tomorrow, which is Saturday, but it's actually today, which is Friday. So I didn't realize that until yesterday and decided to clip him this morning. But he's all clipped and washed and looking really good. So I'm just going to finish doing the rest of the horses, and then I'll finish grooming him, clean my tack, pack up, and then it's a 2-hour drive. And the show we're going to is called Garranemore. Also my lips, guys. I sunburned my lips in Spain last week. First world problems, I know, but it's really annoying. They're so dry and I keep putting like lip balm on. That's just not doing the job. Anyway, if you see crackety lips, that is why. So anyway, a rant over. I'm just going to finish off the other horses. And I've actually worked most of them now. They're going to go out in the field for the day because it's such a nice day. Yeah, Garranemore, it's 2 hours away. It's in Limerick, which is a little bit of a trek, but I kind of just, there's no other show. I need to go to this one, so Dad and I are going. So that'll be the whole day. We'll be back quite late. I reckon we're leaving around midday and we'll be back probably around like 8 or 9 p.m. I'm like number 74th or something to go. There's 100 people in the class, so it's a big class. There's €8,000 prize money, but I think for our first Grand Prix back, maybe we will just aim for a good round rather than a top placing. So anyway, less chatting, let's get going. And yeah, I'll do a few bits and then I'll show you Cal when he's all dolled up. I think I'm just going to ponytail his mane down, not plait him. Yeah, sorry. Oh, look at these two ponies. Very happy to be out with rugs off in the sun. Good girl for not knocking over the bucket of water. So clever. Oh, I've made a fatal error. I left the dry rug on in the stable and he had a big roll. Somehow he seemed to roll in mostly his hay. I love that for me. You know, it's quite hard to get stuff off this. Doesn't really... Oh, Callie. Well, I'm glad you're comfortable enough to have a roll, but that's a bit annoying. Good boy. So I'm just going to put the Magnum Wave machine on him while I clean his tack. See it working away there on his back. Very nice, very nice. Good boy. Oh, he's also got these little bumps. I don't know what bit him, but that's okay. Now you chill there. I'm gonna clean the tack. Yeah. Sometimes I wonder what horses are thinking when they see us mucking out their stables. Like, do they think we're just collecting their poo and storing it somewhere weird? Are they thinking like, ha, yes, human, you pick up my poo for me? Or are they just thinking nothing at all is the most likely? Cal's probably thinking, Holly, if you just let me live out in the field and eat grass and get fat, you wouldn't have to pick up any poo. And he'd be right. It's not gonna happen. So yeah, sorry, just doing a quick muck out because I will not feel like doing it at 9 p.m. tonight. And it'll be so nice to come home to like the yard's all clean, mucked out and everything. I'd already done the other stables. It was just these two that were left. So I was like, just do them quick and then clean the tack. Can you tell what I'm putting off? Cleaning tack, hate it. Now we're all loaded up and we're ready to go, and we're just like a tiny bit late, but not too bad. Well done, Cal. This is definitely not the purpose, but I moved the partition across so Cal has like the whole horse box and 2 hay nets. It's like a stable for him. I think it's hard to appreciate how much space he has, but yeah, it's like a stable. Good boy, because we're going to be here for quite a few hours. We are. You're doing a lot of neighing at me. What does that mean? It means you're excited to jump a Grand Prix. Now in the horse box with my pony, because this main situation, something needs to happen to it. And yeah, I haven't at the time, and I was running late to walk the course. So I decided to just chuck him in the horse box and I would finish grooming him at the show. And it was a good idea because I just got here in time for the jump off. Or sorry, for the warm up. We drove in the gates, I was driving, I jumped out, Dad got in and parked while I walked the course. So it was perfect. Also Dad's sleeping right now in the horse box, so maybe I'll be quiet. Anyway, I'm gonna do just some ponytails and I'll show you when we're done, and then maybe another hour and then it'll be time to jump. Exciting. Now, all done. Nice and neat. Hard to see in here with the sun behind us, but looks much better, my sweet pea. Okay, I'll catch you later. The other thing I should mention is that this is actually a memorial class for Harriet Penfold. She actually passed away last year. She was very involved in horses. I actually didn't know her personally, but I feel like absolutely everyone knew her. So yeah, they came around, they gave us a little ribbon, so I'm going to pop that in Cal's, maybe on his bridle I think, or on my jacket. So yeah, I thought I should just say that is what this class is actually in honor of. And there's also a raffle and everything, and also the first jump is like the jump wings is like a dedication to her and everything. Yeah, they've really done an amazing job, so kudos to the whole team for that. It's very, very nice, and yeah, it's nice to support it as well in such a beautiful venue at Garranemore, so I thought I would give a little shout out for that. Look at my Mr. Cal. Dad's telling him some last minute tips. We've got our little ribbon, looking very cute, Cal, and he's looking good all clipped. Even though I've just done the worst spur patches ever, they're super wonky, but we ignore that. Mane's looking good, just a bit in italics, that's fine. Alright, ready to rock and roll? They had carrots and apples and what's this?
I don't know.
Oh, an energy boost at the at the gate. That's so cute. All the horses get little treaties.
It's so nice. I think it's brilliant.
I'm right. They deserve it.
It should be a thing. You get there's treats for horses at the end.
Sometimes you have to bite. Oh no, actually, you should do it. He's just finishing his carrot. Okay, he's half untouched. Maybe I'll finish doing this. Hello. So it's actually the next day. We got home quite late. So Cal went into a stable, got his feed, and now I'm just putting him out. He's going to have a little field day today. After being such a good boy, I'm so happy with him. I feel like at the end of last year, I just wasn't really happy with how he was going, and I've really taken a lot of time this year to, you know, kind of, we had a lot of physio, we're doing a lot of physio things with him, and just trying to make him feel like as he used to. And I feel like yesterday was I'm really happy with how he felt. It was even, I think, much better than our round at Mullingar last week where I jumped like just a normal class. He had like a lot more energy and he was really like bringing me to the jump, and the jump felt good, and I felt my position is getting better. I just find it hard with him. Sometimes he lands very like downhill and really pulls me down. And I was always like saying like, oh, my position's so bad, but it would be only on him, and I wasn't sure why. And it's just because now I'm trying to get him stronger behind and more sitting and more uphill, and then it means that when he lands more up and he's not pulling me down, and I'm like, oh, suddenly it feels so easy to stay in a good position. So yeah, I think working on that with him has improved my position because he's not just like dragging me down. So yeah, I'm really happy with him. I made obviously a huge mistake to one jump. I just didn't commit enough to the long stride. I just should have stuck a bit more leg on and it would have been fine. He would have just taken a really long stride, but I didn't, and he chipped in, which is totally on me. But yeah, other than that, he was so good and jumped really well. So very happy with him and very excited to jump some more Grand Prix. Our next show with him is in 2 weeks' time. I'm going to jump either the 135 or the 140 Grand Prix, or possibly both. There's one each day. So that's the plan, and I will bring you guys along with us on this journey to jumping a 150. That is the big goal of the year. So fingers crossed I ride well enough and I get him feeling good enough. And I think together, in the perfect scenario, we can definitely do it. Just getting it all together. So yeah, very excited. And quick snack on the way to the field. And thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye. Say bye, Cal. Wigs. Oh, hey there. You're a bit too close.